What people don't realize is that greed and global consumerism is destroying the history and culture of communities in Peru. We are part of the problem. We are fueling this problem. It's exploitation on a global scale. And the saddest thing of all is that farmers in Peru, Maca farmers, they are sitting on an agricultural gold mine. It's the envy of the Western world. And yet they're living so far below the poverty line, it's not funny. So for Maca farmers, for example, they're lucky to get $1 to $2 per $100 a kilo that their products are selling for in this country. And where is that money going? Well, it's not going to the farmers, it's going to the corporations, it's going to the brokers, the exporters, all the middlemen that are taking their piece of the pie, leaving the farmer with nothing. If you talk to farmers in these communities, they're losing their culture, their history, their traditions that date back 2,000 years, but most of all, and this is what's the most devastating for us, is that they're losing their hope. They no longer aspire to be Maca farmers. They no longer aspire to maintain the traditions of their family. They aspire to move to the city. They want to work for an American or Western corporation, because for them $3 an hour seems like riches. So the question that we ask ourselves is, how is this possible? How is it possible that a country living on top of an agricultural gold mine has farmers living in such poverty? And the answer is simple, because corporations and exporters and companies in this country and in Peru are getting rich off the backs of these farmers.
Hi guys, we are in San Jose de Quiro. We're here with our first volunteer group. This is the Kiwi car full of all the Kiwis. So we just drove up from Huancayo. How's everyone feeling?
Pretty good.
Pretty good?
Fantastic.
Fantastic. A bit lacking in oxygen, but we're on the coca leaves. So we've been chewing our coca leaves all the way up to help. And we had our maca this morning. And now we're gonna get bunked down and ready for the cold night that's coming ahead. So we'll see you guys soon.
So we just had our first night in San Jose de Quiro. -2 degrees. Chronic altitude sickness. How you guys feeling?
Great. like a good night on the tequila.
Yeah. It feels like a hangover, but without the fun. It's probably the worst hangover I've had in a long time. But that's what happens when you starve your body of oxygen.
Good morning. So it's just after 7 in the morning. We're at the house of Kelly. So she's one of our students from San Jose de Quiro. And we're going to be meeting her and spending some time with her today. Apparently she's been out milking the cows this morning before school.
Y al final todo ha cambiado, morenita de mi amor. Poco a poco me has querido, poco a poco me has amado. Y al final todo ha cambiado, morenita de mi amor.
Nunca digas que no, Cholita, nunca digas que no. Cholita, son cosas del amor, Cholita, cosas del corazón.
So we'll just have a look, see what we're cooking. So ¿qué es eso? It's quinoa? It's quinoa? So it's local made growing quinoa that they've cooked up with potato and I think it's cheese.
Cheese, tomato, and onion.
Yeah.
That's pretty yum.
And here is our first batch of maca, freshly dried maca from the harvest. So we're gonna, over the next few weeks, show you guys how we convert this stuff, how we harvest it, and we convert it into our Farm to table, Celino House, Maca.
Acá de Selena.
Yeah. Anyway, we're having lunch now, so we'll see you later.
Nunca digas que no, Cholita, nunca digas que no. Estas son cosas del amor, Cholita, cosas del corazón.
So this is our breakfast this morning. What are we eating, Sally?
Broth,
Broth.
so you can survive in a high altitude. It's made with lamb.
Yeah. So it's a lamb broth. They say, ¿cómo se dice? Levanta muerte. Levanta muerte means it wakes the dead. So they give it to you for altitude to help. It's a great, delicious broth. Qué rico. You like?
It's good. It's very good.
Sí.
How it tastes? So you are still feeling like free.
Yeah, it will wake you up.
So when you've finished with your meat, you give it to the dog. Okay, so we are here at the house of another one of the sponsored children. This is Roger's place. How old is he, Sally? 18? 17. 17. From the college. We come to deliver some gifts, your beautiful donations.
No han pasado 2-3 días y ya me estás engañando.
My name is Roger y my name is Chihuahua Samaniego y I'm from Peru y también from acá San José de Quero.
Yeah.
School San José de Quero.
And what is your favorite sport? ¿Cuál es tu deporte favorito?
El fútbol.
El fútbol, por supuesto, yeah. So this is lunch. What do we have here? We have queso y
Homemade cheese
peruanitos, ¿no?
and Peruvian potatoes.
Peruvian potatoes.
Vengo con mi macha guay, de Bolivia vengo con mi macha guay a bailar.
So maca is actually a root vegetable and it's unique to Peru. It only grows really in the central Andean plateau of Peru. It grows above 4,000 meters, so we're here on our farm at around 4,000 meters, up to about 4,500. It comes in 3 unique colors, so we've got yellow maca, red maca, and black maca. And it's got along the taproot on the bottom, which contains the medicinal components, and then the green rosettes on the top that contains the seeds. So when we're harvesting, we harvest like a radish. We dig just under. It's about 2 to 3 centimeters below the soil. About 70% of the harvest is yellow, about 20% is red, and 10% is black. And if we look at the inside of the bowl, I've got some examples here of yellow, red, and black. You can see that it's very similar on the inside. So the actual colors, once it's powdered, are almost identical. Yellow is slightly darker than the others.
Okay, so people often ask how maca is traditionally consumed. So we have a delicious dessert here that we've been kindly prepared by Ayeda, who's the wife of our Mama Florencia. So Ayeda, how do you make your maca dessert?
Bueno, primero se sancocha la quinoa. Una vez sancochada la quinoa, le hace un poco, se hace quemar el azúcar. Haciendo quemar el azúcar, se le agrega un poco de agua para que hierve con el, ¿cómo se llama? Con el canela, el clavo de olor. Y luego ya después de haber hecho eso, se le agrega la quinoa. Luego moviendo, se le va agregando también la leche. y luego la maca ya, justos para sacarle, se le agrega.
Ang maca.
Y, sí, y con eso sale nuestro postre quinoa
This is our
de
dessert.
maca.
And people here also add some maca with maca.
Yeah. So we've topped ours off
Maca mismo,
with
con
choco
harina de
maca.
con chocomaca. La maca que ustedes deciden. Cuando quieres, por ejemplo, una quinoa moreno, como dicen, o el zambito, le echamos chocomaca. Y si tú quieres una quinoa que sea blanco con leche, le echas la harina de maca. Maca amarilla.
Okay.
So it depends what color you want. If you want more brown, you add some chocolate maca. If you want to have like a creamy, just the yellow maca.
Okay, what do we think? How is it?
¿Cómo está?
Que rico!
Es sembrar varios cultivos en
Practice is to planting a mix of different
So in Peru, maca is considered a sacred plant. La maca, it's a feminine essence. La meaning she, and she has a whole load of rules that we have to follow. The first and most important rule is that we cannot take her from the soil without first blessing the soil. So we have a ceremony before harvest in which we give back to Pachamama, and we say thank you for enabling us to take this beautiful medicinal root from your soil. The other rule she states is that you have to dry her and follow the traditional processes in order to get the medicinal properties of your maca. And this is why it's so important again that we dry our maca naturally for 3 months at altitude. They also say that you have to cook her to unlock her medicine. And this is why at Selena Health we gelatinize or pre-cook our maca before exporting, because we want to ensure that our customers are getting maca that follows the tradition, because when we follow the tradition and we respect all of her rules, we get the most potent maca possible.
Mama Kira, Mama Pacha, Pachamaka, Hilka Papunkuna, Ondores Lactamarca pa Hilka Punkuna, Puning Lactamarca pa Punkuna, Chaymargam Timbitar Kushay Kaitu, Upia Karkari.
El 15 también en Lima.
chicha de jora con
Nuga supia kurkusha. La palay kunapak. Pachamachaya pu. Taita inti.
mamá que ya todo un ragón pichón.
at the opening of the Maca harvest. So we've just, at the moment, we're doing the offerings for Pachamama, and we're donating some of our Maca back. So before you take any Maca from the soil, you have to bless the soil and give back an offering to Pachamama. We bought some of our Maca here from New Zealand, and we're going to give it to Florencio, our farmer, who's going to put it in one of the holes that he's dug as an offering. You come have a look, I'll show you what we've got. Lori. So we have in here a whole load of different fruits. There's potato, there's marshmallow, there's candles, and our maca that we're giving back. Sally, how you feel climbing Watapayana?
I'm just struggling with the breath, but I don't have headache. Nothing, it's just...
No oxygen.
Yes, no. Cannot talk.
So we're at 4,600 meters. We've still got a wee way to go. So we reached the top of Watapayana. We're at the lake is just over there. It's around 5,000 meters. It's the only mountain I've ever hiked where there's a band playing music at the top. Incredible. How do you feel, Sally?
Fine.
Good?
Yes, good.
Happy?
It's a challenge.
A challenge. Now for some product placement.
A ver esa alegría, vamos.
Our harvesting is done by hand, the traditional way it's been done for thousands of years. Here we have our field of maca, and you can see we have different rosettas. This one in particular looks like a really good bulb underneath. So you can see you've got the green foliage, and it's most likely going to be a red because it's got slightly red tips at the bottom of our rosetta. So to dig it up, you just troll underneath, loosen the soil, you pull it out, and there you see it's a beautiful little red maca, and that one we're going to take up to our farmer's house. We're going to be drying that for 3 months to form our maca seca, which is our dry maca, and from then we'll be processed, bagged, gelatinized and brought back to New Zealand for consumption. Once we've harvested our maca, you can see, here's an example of a fresh black maca. We have these small rosettas on top. Now 10% of this maca will be replanted and it will grow for another 6 to 9 months, and this is what happens during that time. So look at how much these rosettas have grown. And the rosettas contain the seed capsules. So on the bottom here, we've still got our dried out maca. These rosettas are harvested at the same time we harvest our next crop of maca, so that's in around June or July. and then they'll be dried and milled. And this is what happens. We produce our seeds. These seeds will be separated by wind dispersal and then planted in November, December, just in time for the rainy season for our next crop. After drying, we bring them here, and what we're doing is we're separating them out. So basically we're allowing the wind to dictate and disperse. The heavy seeds fall to the ground and the shells are blown away. So it's a separation process. Okay, so what we're doing now, we've plowed the field, is we're laying down the first layer of fertilizer. They use guano. Guano is basically bird poo that they get from the coast of Peru. They bring it up here, and the reason they love using guano is because guano is a slow release form of nitrates, phosphates, potassium. It has 16 main minerals, and it means that the maca doesn't absorb the minerals too quickly. So maca actually works via a series of novel chemicals that are unique to this plant. They're called macamides. And these things are classified as what we call FAAH inhibitors. Basically what they do is they prevent the breakdown of our natural endocannabinoids. And one in particular is called anandamide, our bliss molecule. So they've shown that macamides can inhibit enzymes that break down these endocannabinoids. And these endocannabinoids bring balance back to the system in our brain between our neurons. So this has downstream effects on our endocrine function, thyroid function, our adrenal function, our mental health, and it can bring balance back to the body. And this is the unique mode of action that maca has that no other plant on the planet has. And it's a very, very natural mode of action compared to other, for example, plant-based cannabinoids. We're trying to make a ladder.
Así. Yo trabajo así.
This is the way you make a ladder in Peru. You find bits of wood and you put it together. My suggestion was to go to Bunnings, but I think the nearest Bunnings is 12,000 kilometers away, so we're making do. But we'll show you when it's done. It's going to be the best ladder you've ever seen.
Peru is an amazing country to come to, and it's really been a cultural exchange. So it's not just about the Maca harvesting for me, it's just everything, all the experiences combined.
Yeah, the most memorable thing would probably be the people and how happy they are. Although they don't have a lot here, the more you try to give them, the more that they give and give back. So it's certainly so different to the Western culture, where in the West it seems to be every man for himself and people don't want to know their neighbours, but here everyone shares and gives, and that seems to be the key to why everyone is so happy, because everyone works together as a community.
It makes me feel that we should respect a lot more what they're doing here. Like they put so much effort into what they do here, and they get little to nothing back. They get exploited by big companies who come and buy their maca for nothing.
It definitely gives you appreciation of how the maca has grown and the process, and the importance of buying ethically when you see what sort of living conditions the village has.
This was a spiritual experience for me. This Maca pilgrimage that I embarked on has meant the world to me, and it definitely has changed how I view it. There is so much more to Maca than just the powder that we consume in our kitchens. It has spiritual significance, it has environmental significance, and it has authentic significance, thanks to you guys. Not all macas are like this. That's the sad thing. There are macas on the market that come from other areas of the world, and it's sad to me because we're losing the culture, we're losing the connection to the land.
Hola chicos, hi New Zealand. We are here at our school, San Jose de Quiro. We're delivering all of the supplies from our donations, our social responsibility program, and all the great gifts that you guys have given us. And we're going to be handing them out now to the school.
Tengo 12 años, vivo en San José de Quiro. Mi curso favorito es EPT Inglés. Y gracias por su visita, por su ayuda. Saludos en Nueva Zelanda.
We're just about to go drop off some food boxes, so we've got these boxes made up for the different children that we sponsor here in San Jose de Quiro.